I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, and left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through toast, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta protect plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no pops. These mola worshiping pedophiles wanna feed out children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon on the cold base. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to
yes, I did. I said it. Let me talk about it.
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher. No, am I some pastor or preacher? Was really represent with this legend to speak of. At the doing realize they tried to teach us mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Plus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats.
I had to have my bagel, cream cheese, chives, and garlic. Had to have it before I work out.
Almost like it's a Frankenstein moment, and they're framing it to us as innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening, and equate it to like the golem bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
Sorry about being a little late, but I had to take care of a couple things.
Nah, bro. Come on, bro. Nah, come on. You almost there, bro. Almost there. Survive. Chi-town, who am I but Chi-town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide down. Blue sky for high ground, a crown slash helmet. So my aircraft still spit. That be tied down, even seat belted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the cheese is melted. The roomness of cash money, I dispelled it. You did the fusions in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked, it caused my hand, I dealt it. Felt it vibrate from the gut of my pelvic. It bust off of some vices and velvet shit. So radiant, I keep it dark on the velvet. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for real monkey velvet. Body you not for Mars, she's a female's clip. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows to shit to a fly zone. Crucified. A real man, I still stand with the silver hand, but we're healing, man. It's not Cypress Hill. I'm Tuttle shit. I'm one tough cookie. I don't follow. I set standards. Catch me, you gon' have to do more to scamper. Need more to scanners. I'm off the radar. I am as your goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper or bra. You stagnated, while I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm dated space ace and y'all. Busters stuck in the cages, face off. After shape the stages of faith, they fraud. Battle star intergalactic, my mindset. Perfect comes from practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing the step. You got a lot to learn. I am adept, you of no concern. I am a threat. My measurement, width, lift, height, and depth. I'm just piloting up. Flying a jet, straight to adversary. Martial Chronicles like very thorough guy, goddammit. Symmetric apparel of a fly bandit. Mohawk, aviators, aerial dynamics. And it's like I'm affecting space transit. Christmas. Pearls what I transmit as a transcript, or I just spit the shit or get off the pipe. This shit's hot. Wants to get his own crew. Everybody wants to get his own crew rich, and then they want the other little people never get a piece of pie. I don't want to go for that. I go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas can't understand me. You niggas know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen, to me, young people, old people too, mostly black people. I'm talking to you.
I'll be in there.
Here's a big thing. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Brown mouth, big man. With the earth is brown and black. But I was shit. Enough with the chit chat. Now she do the side eyes. Looking past the side spot. Third eye gang, shake cops. I don't eat pork, but I will fry cops. Before it's my horse, where's an icebox? I'm saying that ops. From the skybox, I got a scoop on you pilgrims. The scoop with some rules. Some of our folks are still dumb. Yeah, and blessed the fact that love, we gon' have this real some warrior spirits inside me. This where it's real from. The world's like stage, page after page. Trip is played out. The keepers engaged, they can't arrange. This is played out. Who's of a dying society? Should have been disobeyed out. Forehead and he's on the floor. Should have been prayed out. The draft is on. COVID's no issue. Could've blown it in tissue. Now it's control. Who blows the whistle? To who owes the pistols? The debacle's about who? Owes who the fizzle? Disregard the aboriginal issue. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is by the way. Here's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Now, big back. Whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. Ain't fool is nobody's speech. Yet if I don't speak, I suffer defeat. I'm other than weak. Ain't stuck on me. Stand on 2 feet. Or jump the other cheek. The wise man know by his silence. Will see the skies compliance. Silence by clients. From conspiring to novice. Other aspirants of violence. Trying fire. Trying to hide. I'm trying to fight. In environments of migrants, I'm hearing the sirens. Me in my ear, they've got indictments. These pedophiles, queers, groupies, and hymen. Alignments, the assignment. I'm not the wisest, I'm non-client. My refinement and confinement, requirements for this climate. Y'all push off the paperwork, but y'all can protest, but they can't escape this work. I vow to progress, don't duck, don't wreck. True is for real. My soul they don't possess.
Yo.
Ain't playing with none of them. It's personal, know what the business is. Big monsters come full circle, so vacate your premises. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bound or whack. Here's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Now, or big black. Whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bound or whack. Here's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Now, big black. Whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back.
What's going on? What's going on? My apologies. I also want to play a little music and get myself situated. I'm at the gym. I had to carry a couple of things. I had to make sure the router, the charger, I'm gonna take it inside and charge it up while I'm working out so I can get it at 100%. It don't take that much to run my stuff. Even the router, it works really good. Only problem is I forgot to get the router hit. All right, so I'm gonna work out. Give me about 45-minute workout in. I'm doing shoulders and lower core. And I got to run over here and pick up the router, the cutting bit. So that way I can go over here, park up here, and smell that stuff. And all right, I need some more resin. I don't really have enough to be doing it because I got the tires rotated. I need to go and take this thing in. I'm gonna stay at a hotel next week, so they can fix it, get everything set back up, and then I'm going to order 2 more jacks. I got 2, so that way I can put them on the hard points. I want to seal this thing. It costs a little bit. I think it's like $65 for a 5-gallon. So that way I can lift it up. I might go to him. I'll be like, oh, I'm coming down. I wanted to set it up for like 2 or 3 days. Oh, I know he's working hard, but I just want to set it up. It'll be locked up good. And that way I can go ahead and drive around my truck, do the things I need to do, then go pick it up, then go camp, BLM or something like that, hike a little bit. I want to get some hiking in. I'm about to do a para cleanse. I'm gonna let you guys see what I like to utilize. Now I have something I didn't show before. It's a 2-part para cleanse, but this is the stuff I like to utilize, and I'll take one of these right now because I had to pick it up because I needed it, and I got to put my lunch and dinner. So I'm gonna take somebody's late shift, like 4 or 5 hours. I'm like the man to go to for taking over shifts. So I'm going to take this right now. This is Garden of Life. I'm big on the methylcobalamin. The other one is actually it's like a B9. This is B12. So I'm going to go ahead and pop out, spray in my mouth. Okay, this is B12, very important for your energy and metabolism. You know, how you metabolize stuff and all that. You can look it up and all that. So I'm gonna hit me a spray right now before I go in because I have to have my green tea. That's the only caffeine I get, or dark chocolate, which I have my cocoa. And I want to do it with a few of the people so they can see what's like ceremonially. I want to chant and bring them in a way it's supposed to be done. I'm using my flute. I have the tones pretty much down now. I've been practicing for over a year to get the tone just right, the high, and bring it almost like you get a visual, like I say, stick with me and see things and stage things. So with this one, this is different from the Mary Ruth. I like Mary Ruth's. I'm out. Well, it got hard because I kept it in the truck, and I just don't trust it after that. So it's not intended for children, but just give one spray, and that's about it. Can you do it twice a day? I would say no. It's not going to do no harm, but you don't go over 2.5 micrograms. This is 720. A little more. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And you put it on your tongue, spray it on your tongue, let it, whatever. But as far as para cleanse, so I'm big on the black walnut, all that stuff, But I like oregano oil, I like olive oil, I like coconut oil is also good. As far as dealing with parasite brains, there's a whole bunch of them running around your body. But all of oregano, I got this one. This one is supposed to be top notch. Everybody's gonna find me, all the vegans I know from Cali, this, that, and other, damn millionaires. I mean, they were saying before the parasite cleanses, the fasting. I learned a lot of stuff from us. And then, I gotta have the black walnut. So I'm gonna split it up. And with the pineapple, I'm gonna cut the pineapple also when I get back from Ace Hardware, getting my router bit. I don't know how I forgot that. I got the rails, I got the runner, so I gotta keep it lined up. But I'm gonna cut the pineapple up. I'm gonna enjoy that with Mediterranean, because y'all know every other day I like a Mediterranean salad, no meat, even though I have my tuna and my chicken, my turkey, every once in a while a couple of eggs. Okay, with the black walnut and this, I'll take that once I work out and I eat, because I just had me a bagel with chive cream cheese, which is, I was craving a Shotsky New York bagel with cream cheese. I'm big on that. You know what I mean? And for those who don't know, in New York, for those New Yorkers, maybe Chicago, one of my favorite treats, right, is a Chinese almond cookie with cocoa bit. Oh my God. So when I have my dandelion root tea, I will have a quarter of said Chinese almond, a cookie. Oh my God. Now you talking about good. Holy shit. Excuse my language. I'm just saying. Oh, and for those who don't know, that is the dandelion root tea I utilize. Besides the regular raw dandelion when I want to set up my coffee maker or tea maker. All right. So I use raw too. And as far as green tea, I have 3 different kinds. I use this, yogi, and yumi. All right. You don't have to worry about PFAS. You don't have to worry about bleach bags and all this other stuff and it falling apart. All right. So those are what I utilize. All right. So let's throw that out there. Now you see said topic. Hey, Charles, what's up? Knees on before you. What's the last ingredient you have? The oregano or the black walnut? Yeah. That's good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Herb brands are worth it. Yeah, Guy Herbs. I know. Actually, I was looking at a couple of those, but they kind of came in 5th or 7th. So I was like, I'm gonna get something. I don't mind spending the $37 or the $44 for something that's worthwhile. But there are some things that are brand wise, at 17, 15, and $20 that are just as good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Thom, Andy Rillo, what's happening? What's happening? It's good to see all you guys up in here. Excuse me. Share some with the chat. Chris. You homeless, dude? Corey Kai, you homeless? Get over that. You'll be all right. Get some real energy, I guess. Blueberry bagels with blueberry cream cheese. Oh, girl, stop it. Oh, man. Yes. Yo, homeroom for the mind. What's up, beloved? Got me wanting to go and say, yo, go get it. Go get it. You know what I'm saying? Go get it, man. Make it happen. What's going on, everybody? Thom, I got you. Yeah, I got everybody. Going, bang it out. Shalom. What's happening? What's up, Sid? What's up, Intech? What's happening? What's the last ingredient? Okay, so I'm big with the black walnut, the oregano oil, the coconut oil. I actually take the coconut oil I use to do my hands and my body, right? I use a spoon. Poop. I always go in there and I get a spoonful. That's good for yes, coconut oil, people, kills parasites too. Now, which ones you got to look it up. All right, there's a whole bunch of them running around in your body, okay? And I'm gonna set up another. I'm gonna do another 3-day fast. It's gonna be dry. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna attempt to work it out on 2 days that I'm off, and then that day when I go in and close that night, I'm gonna subjugate it with like right now you saw me drinking the eternal water, but in that water there's about a teaspoon of salt, okay, and a little bit of lime. So you don't want to drink regular. We know it's not called water. We know water is a canoe, which is the boat which travels, and we call it riffs or whatever. But there was never no name for what they call the oceans and all that other stuff. So I still don't recognize the term water, but that's what we say. So, and that's what I was sipping on, a couple of little sips. You don't want a whole lot, you know what I mean? Some people say, but you starve the body. Well, I say you starve the body when you're putting stuff in it, no minerals and all that kind of stuff. Consistency. You take I don't options, binders, and all that. I do my best, even the pill form or something. One of you guys, if it's not Gillette or spray, binders they utilize. I don't mind rice glue. There's a couple of them I don't mind, but for the majority part, I don't want binders in my system because it's impeding. You dig what I'm saying? But y'all see what the thumbnail is, right? And people become more and more aware, and obviously people are breaking up, but you still have this insatiable appetite. Racism is a conditioning, and people utilize, lynchings, 5,400 whatever lynchings, right? And we see it's going on today by certain ignoramuses and now people being very divided. That ain't even a drop in the bucket of all of them that we've killed. It's funny how that's utilized and designed, who put it on Front Street to further destabilize you. In the 60s, when they were breaking our families up, the psyops and everything else, talking about welfare after they stole our land, our farmland, everything. Many people died off and were murdered. Those individuals, most of those people lynched, that they chose, owned stuff, and they were doing well, and grievances were there because the old world had slid away somewhat, but we are still the old world. And without a man there, you have young sons running around conflicted and confused, angry, no trust. I mean, we were betrayed with our music, but they were telling us stories in the 60s and 70s. You got to remember in the 70s, everybody wanted to go out and get the Cadillac, this, that. The strength was in the white wall, the white wall tires, and you had the AC and the power windows and all that kind of the power stuff. and the shag rug. You know what I'm saying? Everything had went from us being not to denote our powerfulness, but to break our powerfulness down as a collective. And in ignorance, we allowed the black church, I say that's the dead church. It's not the body of, that's not the body of Christ. That's your brain and us as a collective, but as one. We allowed those morbid entities, because you got to remember there were Moors who fought us. We're not Moors. Remember that. Now you see why I was so against and antagonizing and hateful to this Moorish indoctrination. When I remember saying one time before, we are Moors, but it's not even pronounced that, it's Moors. But regardless of that, I didn't want to get into that. I wanted to see how well people research. And it always takes a young cat or a sister to find the very thing. And then I know Gaddy Graham, you watching, bro, you need to shine in sometimes, beloved. But he went and pulled out some documentation that was excellent. And there's much more. And not everybody, because there's a lot of people who are not us playing us. All right. Especially when you're up north. You got to remember, I was the first my family went up. I was born so-called up north. We know that's not what it is, but for the lack of better terms in the conversation, for communication purposes, I was born up north first. My father's side was already up there by way of traveling from Oklahoma, you know, the fake ass Trail of Tears, the glorification of a false narrative. Even the pictures when they show you which calls cousin dead in the snow, motherfucker black as hell. They couldn't even hide it when you get all the actual pictures, because they only want to show you a couple of Bigfoot laying in the snow frozen. It was a Negro, man. It was a straight up Negro. And all the little ones and the women, you can see her face blacker than the mud with her braids. And I'm like, you know, you can't take away from them doing their best, you know? Why does it fall upon us to pick up where our parents and all of them left off? Because they entertained them. They gave them a little something, allowed them to accomplish some things when they didn't need them to let them accomplish anything. And here we are, we started digging based on what we were told, because before my uncle played in Roots, right, John Amos, well, nobody was from no goddamn Africa. Well, nobody claiming that. But like I said, you have these goofy fed, you know what was mind-boggling when we get into the revisionists and reinterpreting the past and all that. You look at these niggas who play a role in it, even the worthless ones today, the ones who are too stubborn, too stupid. Thank goodness there's some good cops and some good feds and some good guys I know who were special operators. They weren't special forces like Delta, like Barnes. But a couple of guys I know who were special operators, they were very well. Yeah, man, we ain't from no goddamn Africa. You know, when I was having drinks with them, when I was drinking, you know. But it's a thing to see so many more people waking up and realizing this, and some are upset. But how do we have these idiots who still want to run around, nigga? You got so many videos of these individuals getting their ass knocked out, getting their ass slit. Now you got some guys who are ex-cops, right? They think they can say it. They think they're badasses because they was a cop. That don't mean shit. That don't mean a goddamn thing. Get slid too. You say that shit out of pocket. But anyway, regardless of that, you have this conditioning that people think that's supposed to still rival reality. Well, the reality is they believe that nonsense, just like you speaking. If you want to be a millionaire, speak it and claim it, profess it, but move as if, and don't do nothing stupid to attain it. I always say that's not who we are, and that's not where we need to go, unless it's meant to happen. However, hopefully not losing a limb or anything like that. Yet, when you look at all these things, you factor it in. You know, revisionism and altering history refers to reinterpreting past events. You know what George Orwell said, right? So George Orwell, because I don't have it on this tab. Oh, so the faggots was fucking with it again? Why would y'all expect anything less from the goddamn faggots? Y'all gotta stop expecting something from the faggots. West Side Coolix live too? Is you kidding me? What's up? You live right now? Oh no, he's not live. Okay. You sent me a text, but I'm on my other phone. Let me and it's turned down. My apologies. Cause you know I turn it off at night and I turn it down first though. Oh man, appreciate y'all. My apologies, I didn't know. I'm coochie and everything else. Lord, appreciate that, and these appreciate you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that's what they do. That's all they know how to do. You know, that's what all the faggots know how to do, especially the ones sitting by watching them with their little punk ass selves. Because they cowards. They cowards. Sticking up feelings and break my bones. Where doesn't have me? That's why they faggots. Sticking up feelings, break my bones. They are faggots. That's why they faggots. That's why they make all this shit weapons. You know? Send a signal, blow the battery, blah, blah, blah. Fucking bunch of faggots. Now they want to let it go because I'm going to watch it where I can watch it at, or I can actually have somebody else go and watch it and tell me exactly what's going on. Goofy ass, weak faggots. I guess that's supposed to be energy. It's not. I'm just making a statement of things that don't mean nothing to me, but probably mean something to them because they are faggots. Or they're very faggoty. Very faggoty. So what I was saying before they wanted to interrupt with their faggot ass selves because they think that they got it locked in. I gave the warnings. I'm not saying shit else. I don't give a fuck what they do. They ain't stopping the goddamn thing. All right. They got their little lizard women running around. They can't even hide how ugly they are anymore. You know what I'm saying? I guess the children don't taste the same or something. I don't know. No problem. We didn't hear anything you said. You didn't hear anything? I said, niece actually found some awesome information. I shared it, but I also stated, baby girl, you got to go a little deeper. All right? You found the 3. Now you got to get in touch with the emotional side and allow yourself to see, to remember. You've got to allow yourself. No reinterpretation, no misalignment. No, you don't have to be gullible to whatever I state. You hit it on the head. The information is out there between the griffin, the dragon, and the wolf. Now you got the destroyer and the God presence. The creator can't be called a god, for ye are gods. They've played themselves. They fucked with, they think they've killed and destroyed over and over. They're stuck. Things that they should never have messed with. And it doesn't matter what they believe. It doesn't matter what the fuck the idiots are doing and how much you're convinced wherever you are, wherever. All right? That's like everybody talking about Greenland. All of them are fucking working together. Every last one of them are working together. As long as they have enough, as long as they have the main scene with a pale skinned face, they can paint a pale skinned narrative, a white narrative that keeps everybody in affliction. Because most of our people too stupid, whether more, myrrh, or whatever the fuck, and they refuse to accept something different. You see what I'm saying? They still want to get drunk and drugged up and this, that, and all that. They won't see this, the majority. And I can't say a whole lot of things. You just got to go, you got to allow yourself to see a little deeper. I guess you could say a little more spiritually. Okay? And I appreciate y'all like a motherfucker. I appreciate y'all, I really do. Well, don't worry. I'm gonna work out and I'm gonna get everything that needs to be done. I figured I would start a goal like everybody else. I never done it because I know people don't like me, which is all right. Okay, this is absolutely fine. Okay, I don't know if it actually popped up, but I went ahead and started a goal. I think I did. Uh, I think. Oh, there it goes. Anyway, it doesn't mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I forgot to put it up. Now, I know I said a few other things, it was just me rambling with the riff. And damn, it's getting hot. I'm going to have to take this thing off. Let me see where it's at. Hey, San Joaquin Valley Transparency. Anyway, they're funny. Isn't it funny how Israel's behind ISIS, ICE, CIA, they're behind everything. But what you never think about is the players, even though there's whistleblowers out the yang now, and it cracks me up. Because you ever look at your aunties and your mamas and your pappies, the ones still here, and your uncles, who's like, I got a barrel. You know what they call it? When you get old, and you have the what you call that? The wish barrel, whatever the fucking list. But they want to go ahead and fit all the things they hadn't done. But isn't it mind-boggling how they refuse to accept the reality that they failed? Or that doesn't mean that we're supposed to harm or beat up on them and get all angry. They failed us. Not all, but so many. And then you say to the ones who didn't fail theirs, why were they not heard if the numbers were supposed to be great? Why did they not stand up against the fake churches? Why did they not stand up? Were they worried about being apprehended and locked up, made POWs? Would you rather stay with a mind like a POW or a slave? I decided to do a goal. It's five. I don't know. I put it in there. I just saw everything in there. Was it in there? It's I think for 10. I think it's just whatever whatever y'all want to donate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not greedy. I'm just gonna leave it in the what you call it when it comes. Whatever. I didn't want to write a number and be like, yeah, give me that. No, it's I'm always whatever you guys. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. It's funny how they create all these things, and yet the world is. I mean, y'all see Sean Ryan. He done said, fuck it. He even stopped this channel because he got tired. He was an ex-Navy SEAL. He's been through his ups and downs. You have so many. Look how these fake governments are going after our special forces, British SAS guys, Australian SAS, Green Berets, our Navy SEALs, our Rangers. Look at how they're going after them. Then why are some of them they're not going after? Those who want to talk against Jesse Ventura. And Jesse Ventura did the same thing too. He said enough. He's thinking about running for governor. I'd vote for him. I'd move over there. I would travel over there and camp out over there in Minnesota and get Jesse Ventura back in there. And I would say, hey, look, let me be security for you in the physical. Personally. Okay? I'm not going to do that, but look how they're going after trying to lock them up. You have ex-special force operators in certain states and countries who can't even carry a fucking gun, needless to say, a knife. And now they want to lock them up. Well, they're going to get rid of them. And many of them are waking up. There's many off grid. There's 5 or 7. That guy runs marathons. You have, they're conversing. They see this for what it is. All right? They're very aware. Right? There's no lone gunner. I mean, it's just impossible. Hey, appreciate you, niece. Appreciate you, mama. And yeah, that's fine right there. I guess it's $5. I think this year. But I appreciate whatever. Let me type this in. see if I get it right. So, everything's going on about the NPCs and the clones. Yet you also saw the side where they showed the good clones who didn't like what was going on. You know, some of the stormtroopers and stuff. Some of you are starting to realize metachlorines have something to do with the aether, the Gaia, the connection, frequencies, and all that, right? The fact that when I look in the sky, I see blue at first haze, regardless of what it's spraying, but I see all the black and white dots. They're changing. I'm seeing other colors now, and I see things, regardless. Okay? But the Galactic Republic in Star Wars was turned on, transformed and destroyed, turned on by Supreme Chancellor Palpatine, Darth Sidious, at the end of the Clone Wars. Who used the manufactured crisis to declare himself emperor. Rebranding the Republic as the tyrannical Galactic Empire. What did that punk ass motherfucker say up there in camp, whatever that country is? New World Order, the Congress, whatever the fuck that monkey is. All right? Anyway, the tyrannical Galactic Empire with himself as absolute ruler. A shift cemented by his proclamation of the New Order and the Great Jedi Purge. So you think they're getting rid of everybody because you're going to be comfortable because you keep following these dumb Negro, these autochthonous brothers and sisters. They're just getting rid of everybody, thank goodness, blah, 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 blah. And none of you are ready for shit anyway. They purged everywhere else. What makes you think they ain't done here? I appreciate that, baby girl slaughter. I really, really do, mama. I'm just saying, you know, when we see the orchestrated war, what are we seeing now? They told you how many decades ago that they'd make war with Prussia? And with this one and that one, it would be a Muslim, and the other these worthless, nasty, sick rabbis. Not my good friends who are rabbis, right? Palpatine, secretly a Sith Lord hiding, right? Manipulated both sides of the Clone Wars, the Republic and the Confederacy of independent systems. That's funny how they use our shit to create chaos and fear. Gaining power as chancellor, he used emergency powers granted during the war to consolidate control, making the Republic increasingly authoritarian. Then claimed the Jedi treason. You know? After the Jedi failed to arrest him, Palpatine staged an assassination attempt and falsely accused the Jedi Order of treason, turning public and Senate opinion against them. The proclamation in an emergency session, Palpatine declared the Republic reorganized into the first galactic empire for security. A move met with cheers from the Senate. The Great Jedi Purge. Order 66. 66 of 6. Immediately after, he activated Order 66, triggering clone troopers to eliminate the Jedi, removing the Republic's protectors and solidifying his power. Oh, and this, you know, I appreciate that. I'm just pointing this out, people. Damn it, it's been laid out before, y'all. How come y'all never saw it? I know. I don't want to see Star Wars. I don't like sci-fi. So fuck what y'all don't like. Sit your happy asses down and watch some shit and look beyond the entertaining. Stop being entertained and allow yourselves to see some shit for once instead of, I'm sorry, I like dramas. Oh, fuck you. I like action. Fuck you. I like sci-fi. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, excuse my language. Allow yourselves to see some shit based on the narrative somebody points out that you're seeing a little more for those who can. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying for those who can. Okay? Allow yourself a moment to breathe. All right? David done rewrote everything, and now people are figuring it out. So what's the next thing? Do they chill for a moment, or do they double down? Well, if I saw a bunch of dumb niggas fighting and young motherfuckers getting all whooped up, still wanting to have sex with each other all out of pocket, and nobody really saying nothing, because you got the Moors on the corner preaching fucking rabbinical, goddamn fake Judeo-Christianity hate, talking about they Hebrew Israelite movement because they don't know what the fuck they're interpreting or reading, and they are misclassifying everything. I already told you to look inside and stop looking out, worried about some fire in hell bullshit. What's set up is worse than that, and it ain't got nothing to do with that kind of association of pain that you only know based on physical torment. It's beyond that. You think I'm making this shit up? Y'all know I ain't. Stop. I asked for the better of y'all. I saw the guy I gave $20 to. He was like, I was like, that was it, bro. I ain't doing it the second time around, bro. You sit back and put your cup back out. I was like, I know that's right. You got that. Get some out. But not today, son. He just laughed. I was like, and he's really out there. I think he's an Army veteran too. I actually wanted to park, but I was 30 minutes away. I wanted to park and chat with him because I do that sometimes. I'll pull over and chat with some of the people. I'll throw a coin at it if I don't see cameras. You know? Not that I give a fuck about cameras. I'm just saying. Met a wonderful guy last night. I stuck around, make sure he's safe. A couple of weird looking motherfuckers around off duty. And, you know, some of them ain't no good. And, you know, he came in, he asked, hey, he's got a black card. Can I take a shower? He calculates his movement and everything he does. There are some wonderful, beautiful people. And people, you beat yourselves up. You throw bad spirits, cast bad spirits. You don't let the come in. You don't let the breath, the existence of truth, you don't allow it. Like you supposed to be giving it permission when you keep sidestepping it. They're going to keep putting shit in your head. They're going to keep poisoning. They're going to keep doing dumb shit. These stupid motherfuckers don't know no better. Be gratuitous. Be grateful. Don't be fearful and shit. They're hard-headed. They're really hard-headed. Okay? Did y'all say anything else, man? I'm trying to say, do I got to clear my damn chat? What the fuck? I ain't saying nothing. What the fuck is going on here? Chat filter? Goddamn it. I want to see all messages. I shouldn't have to clear nothing. And that's it? It stopped that? Oh, okay, I appreciate that, mama. I'm like, God damn. Well, they found a way to hide themselves looking and shit. So, like, who gives a fuck? You would think that they one up themselves. I guess they can't. If one on one alike, they couldn't do it because each one would know who it is, which I think is some pussy shit. Oh, it's hot. I'm about to go and work out. I'm gonna have my little. Excuse me. Yeah, it's been over 45 minutes. So I'm gonna chat a little later. I gotta go to, like I said, I gotta go and pick up the router head for that. I put a goal up. I was hoping that we can meet it. I saw a guy who gets high and drunk on TV, call himself the Hamashiach, and we get thousands of likes. And I guess because he's entertaining and he's doing the dumbed down version of existence. And he built a little home out in the woods, and I think it's beautiful, and I support him and I follow him. Man, there's super chats coming left and right, and here I am doing my best to give y'all a Leviathan of another way to look. And wouldn't it be funny if everybody thought that I was being watched and studied, and I was the one watching and doing the studying? Wouldn't that be something? I just don't want to see y'all keep failing yourselves. Damn, even with the simplest and easiest thing. It speaks volumes, you know. It really speaks volumes. Don't be messing with this stuff in Sage. You know, you invite things in. You let them get a little more in your head and stuff, in your body. And, okay? The people who don't know no better, they think they're doing it because they want it from fiat. They're not going to tell you that. Yep, it opens passageways, and doors and windows. It allows for things to come in. Alright? So be careful when you're doing things like this. Know what you're actually doing. Stop gassing yourselves and believing in this Jannah, this Allah. One is older than the other. Don't be fooled by the younger. Okay? No matter how long it has been. Well, it is not even long itself. All right? Oh, that sweetness. Oh, wow. Appreciate you, Ente. Appreciate you, sis. That's our sister, Nitzia Martin Vasquez. Beloved sister. Get that like. Y'all can like on that too. They messing with it. Oh, man. Here they go. I see it. I see it. I see the fucking monkeys. I see the monkeys. And it's not hot, is it? Are they making it hot? Because you know they make it hot when they want to. They goofy ass selves. They stupid. Okay, that's good. There we go. It's about 70. What was that? 1 day, 8 hours. All right. I didn't go anywhere, people. I didn't go anywhere. I know. I didn't go anywhere. I just knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Okay, there we go. What is that I'm saying? Just have an amazing day. All right, niece, much love. Appreciate you all. Yes, sir. Bring in the positive, push out the negative. Absolutely, homeroom. Yes, absolutely. All right, I hit the likes and everything in this thing, which is gaslighting me, okay? And I wanted to go ahead. Oops. Niece, I gotta appreciate you guys. I really do. So, I figured it would do that, and that's all they have to do. You know, let's say they did nothing, right? And it was on me. What the fucking do? It's Ash. I'm gonna go ahead and work out. Now I gotta run to Ace Hardware and make sure this is good. Oh, that is so sweet. That is so sweet, Sabal. I love it. Anyway, let me go in here. I'm gonna get my workout on and everything. And I appreciate the two of you to help with the goal. I appreciate that. One day I'm gonna stream where I do a lot of reading. I already said that. I already said it to myself. And I stated it a few times in the past few days that I'm going to stream. Like I'm gonna do a 6-hour stream where I really get in depth. Excuse me. I really go in depth with a lot of information. I think that it's I think it's a necessity. So I'm gonna lay everything out. I'm gonna have a little thing that I'm gonna follow. So usually I just do it automatically. Certain things I'm gonna read, and I'm going to show you the position, entitlement, real, false, or whatever it may be. So that way, it could be a guide for you just to see some things for those who want to see things and hopefully not do a whole lot of misinterpretation or misinterpreting. And like I said, it'll be up to you and nobody else. It'll literally just be up to you. You know what I'm saying? You're nosy, man. So you can pull it up and see it for yourself, okay? You can pull it up and see it for yourself, the information wise, all right? And because you know I'm big on that. I think that there's a lot of things that can be discussed and talked about with the information that's out here, literally. And that way we don't have to sit there saying, oh, you know, fake ass fact checking that fake shit that was done but a psyop to censor people. All right. And it come to find out they were full of shit. That's why they should never be listened to because they're a bunch of idiots. And then the reality of the situation, you know, that people choose ignorance as a stapleness, you know. They like bad choices. I ain't no whistleblower. You got enough of them running around. What the fuck I gotta be a whistleblower for? What the fuck I got to gain from being a goddamn whistleblower for what? For what? What the fuck am I gonna whistleblow about? Shit. Every time I see one of these little wayward monkeys, I like the guy that came and introduced himself to me. I guess he figures that he's supposed to be the one that's gonna be the trigger puller. And for his sake, he better hope he's not. Anyway, I like the stupidity and the longevity of their stupidity. I really, really do. Obviously, somebody's not being honest. Obviously, somebody thinks they can walk on air and they can get away with a whole lot of shit that they'll never have to answer for it. They're busy looking at frequencies and color dismissals and this, that, and the other and all this other dumb shit. Anyway, I guess we'll see, won't we? I like the good guys that come along. I'm not saying they're the good guys. I'm saying I like the good guys who they realize this is part of the game. It is what it is. You know? Remember, They Live was a documentary. Remember. All right. What the fuck is going on over here? What is this motherfucker? Oh, this thing tripping, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna sign off. Hold on, man. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, we got a red dot. Was it get hot? Oh, motherfucker, you good, nigga. What retarded ass goofy shit. That's some retarded shit. Why is this thing always... Oh, I didn't turn you off, motherfucker. you fucking kidding me? What kind of shit is that? Anyway, I tapped in deeper on my breath today thanks to 432 drop. Awesome, Tom. I see you now, brother. Thanks, Nitsi. I know. Have you phone loud then so we can give heads up? Oh, let me turn it. Oops. I didn't even think. See, I don't think sometimes, God damn it. All right, let's get the notification up. All right, it's up now. I hate sometimes when I'm getting notifications, I'm like, oh, this shit's so noisy. Anyway, let me sign off. Like I said, I'm thinking about streaming for like anywhere between 3 and 6 hours on one day. Like I said, there's a lot of information, a lot of things we went over, a lot of things we need to cover, a lot of things we need to finish. And you know, I have a lot of things that can give a little more focus and direction, because a lot of people are finding stuff and they're sharing information on that without doing further research to show its origin, to show what its purpose, the reality behind it. I share things because I like to see y'all research this stuff. But there's some people out there that I think they think it's some kind of competition with each other, with themselves and other people, and they need to stop that. To be the center of information, that's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, but you claim, because I know for a fact I've been keeping this shit going for a long time. People used to look at me, snub their nose, and say you're crazy, blah blah blah. Long before there was a turtle gang walking around and all these other Supreme Chief Holiday and all these other goofy ass terms and names. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not knocking them. I like what the work's being done, but very disrespectful individuals. The information has always been out there, and we're supposed to share that information. The benefit is if you do help, and you know what, I'm working on getting a lithium battery and this, that, and I've always showed you everything that you guys ever donated. I always showed you whatever I got. And then there were times when I told you when me and T was up there, hey, to help us with certain things. Other than that, like I said, I appreciate you. I'm gonna sign off because I need to get in here and work out, get this day started, because day doesn't stop just because I'm sitting here talking with you guys. All right, so I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the Cashapp if you want to donate, whatever. You know, I donate 15, 20 times sometimes in a week to different people. Doesn't hurt. It ain't gonna kill you. All right, appreciate you. Signing off.